Jalen, Saturday.
Good. Good day for football. It was fun to be out there with the guys. I thought we did a really good job competing today. But just being where our feet are, no matter what rack we have, we was all competing, offense, defense, and we're flying the ball, flying around, just working hard. So I'm proud of the guys.
Jalen, there seems to be a different energy out on their practice field. Are we picking up something that maybe you guys are as well?
I think we're just having fun. Like beyond like scheming up plays and stuff like that, we're all having fun together. This time right now is very important to maximize the reps that we have, so that when we lead into the season, we're just reflecting on our level of training. So I think we're doing a really good job just having fun together.
You're only 3 days into fall camp, but how much of the offense is installed, ready to go for week one?
We have a lot of stuff that we have to install for our offense to be where we want to be at later for whenever game one is. So all right now is all about installing plays and getting comfortable with the plays, and then also mastering it. So right now it's very important for us to master these plays, because the more practice we have, we're just going to install more plays.
How different was your offseason knowing that you're the guy from this year as opposed to last year where you're in competition? Did you operate differently?
Not really. I operated the same way. Just taking each and every day to just trying to be the best version of myself. And it's all about goals, setting short-term goals and long-term goals that you want to accomplish. And so that was like the biggest thing, through an off-season, because the biggest thing about an off-season, no shot clock. So you have enough time to master anything that you want to build on. And so the best thing about last year, I filmed to reflect on. So now you can just simplify it in the sense of strengths and weaknesses and just trying to improve.
What were some of those strengths and weaknesses that you wanted to improve on after last season?
Just mastering the game of football. I think the first step to improvement is acknowledging that you can improve. And the best thing, like I mentioned, just add film to reflect on now. And so, strength, I don't really look at strengths as something, because my dad taught me this when I was younger. Make your strengths even stronger, turn your weakness to a strength. And so right now, the best thing about having Coach DeBoer and Coach Sheridan, they push me each and every day to be the better version of myself. And so, now I have, season last year to reflect on, the spring ball to reflect on. And so, they narrow it down to, what we can improve on. So I'm excited because, we have a lot in store for our offense.
What's Ryan Williams been like for you for the first couple of days of practice?
He's doing a good job of competing. This is his first live action now with going against our defense. And so he's doing a really good job just competing, getting better, and also just trying to be the best version of himself. And he's led by Coach Shep, who's doing a really good job with him, and that's going to push him to be the best receiver he can be.
Caleb obviously had the spring to kind of get his feet wet. Have you seen him make strides having that? And when you got a 6'5" guy out there, is it just like red zone?
Yeah.
I can throw it to that guy if I'm in trouble.
So like Coach DeBoer talks about relentless pursuit to continuous improvement. He's doing improvement each and every day. He's doing a really good job. Of course, with his frame, with his size, that's an advantage for us on offense. And as an offense, we just want to utilize his strengths. And so that's the best thing about having him as a target. But one thing to compliment him is just continuous improvement and just building.
Kendrick Law can do so many things in his offense, but what is something that he really just shines in doing on the field?
I would say he's not one-dimensional. We can use him in the run game. We can use him in the passing game. We can use him in the block. That's something that's very important for us, is that he's not one-dimensional. And we can utilize him all over the offense. And so that's something that we saw so far. And, of course, with him being here for some time now he's going to be an upperclassman, and just seeing, number one, the growth. Number two, just how special he is as far as he has a lot of skills that we can utilize.
Jalen, I'm sorry, go ahead. Okay. Hey, look at the defensive side of the football. So a lot of young guys over there. How have you seen them grow because you're going up against them every day?
Yeah, I think so. As a young guy, I try to change my viewpoint on them. I say the more reps they have, they turn into a veteran. And so with those young guys, we have spring ball, we have summer, and now we're in fall camp. So those guys doing a really good job just maximizing their reps and competing and getting better. Especially in the secondary room, those guys I see, just competing. They have a really good leader in Malachi Moore, who's leading those guys. And so when you have a leader in that room, you just push excellence. So that's something that I've seen. They're just trying to improve and get better. And overall, with all the young guys, is that we have a group that's player-led, and so each room has a leader. And so that all we want to do is just play to the standard.
Jalen, offensive coaches a lot of times go to quarterbacks, ask them, what plays do you like? Have you and Caleb DeBoer developed that type of relationship? He come to you and say, hey, tell me what you like to run, and implement that into the system?
Yeah, so now having spring ball, summer, fall camp, we can narrow it down to plays that I like, plays that I dislike. And so we have, talks amongst each other and with the offensive staff, and just seeing, what are some things that I like as an offense, But one thing is that we're not narrowing down the offense. We're opening the whole playbook to what I want to run. So that's been awesome to have that opportunity. And so now that we're in fall camp, it's all about narrowing the plays I like. So, offense is catered to me. That's been the best thing so far, is seeing that. And so I'm super excited because, it's all about getting confidence in the offense. And so with having spring ball, summer, and now fall camp, I've just grown with confidence in the offense.
What's your relationship like with the offensive line? Coach Sheridan a couple minutes ago said that the pass protection has been better. Have you felt that through the early days of camp?
Absolutely. They're doing a really good job blocking. They busting their tail. They compete so hard. And like I mentioned, it's all about leadership in each room because that influences the other guys in the room. So you have a leader in Tyler Booker who leads the offense. Then, of course, our center with Parker doing a really good job competing, influencing the guys. And when you have that, that's just going to, spread out into the whole offensive line. And so they're the foundation of our offense. We go as far as they go. And so all I've seen is growth this whole offseason with them. And they just build a relationship with each other.
Jalen, with 4 weeks left into the season, how is your mental and just your body and just what goals do you have, going into the season? Can you just elaborate on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think number one, you have to strengthen your mental toughness because it's a long season. And in a season, there's adversity that's going to hit at some point. Some point is going to hit. And the best thing about the off season is that you can, dive deep into mastering one set of your game. Then once you master that, you can build on to another thing. So number one, mastering the mental aspect of it, mastering the whole game as a whole, and separating two pods of what you want to build on and have that opportunity. And one thing that I can't do is just lean on my own understanding. I have my coaching staff that I can reflect and build on from them, and so they demand excellence. So like from their standpoint, that's just going to influence me. So that's been very important. And having this off season, like I mentioned, there's no shot clock. And so with that time period from when off season starts, number one to now, there's a lot of growth that happens if you have the mindset of 1%.
Jalen, you mentioned.
Has it been kind of wild, kind of fun to see the different personalities? Coach Saban, super intense. I mean, every coach is intense,
Yeah.
but DeBoer's got this more laid-back smiles, a little more, all that stuff. Was that
Yeah,
kind of fun?
absolutely. It's just two different styles. There's no right or wrong. It's been awesome to have Coach DeBoer here and just to be around him. He brings good energy each and every day. And what I'm seeing is a lot of the guys are having fun, but also demanding excellence out of each other. And we all have a common task, which is to be successful. Not to win championships, to be successful and attacking each and every day. And so that once you do that, that's going to build into championships. It's just having that mindset of going 1-0 each and every day, relentless pursuit to continuous improvement. And that's something we have. And while you're doing that, it's having fun. And so that's something that I've seen is that we have a lot of guys that's grinding towards a common goal, but also just having the opportunity to enjoy the process.
Have you seen anything
Last
bad?
two questions, guys.
Jalen, you mentioned Parker with the offensive line. How have y'all two started to kind of develop chemistry just between you guys, especially with the experience he has bringing in?
Absolutely. So as a whole, the foundation starts with the offensive line, but the offense goes between the quarterback and center exchange. So it's been very important to get the run checks down, get the passing game down as a whole, because all we want to do is just keep building and improving. And then number one, it starts with communication. So between me and him is very important. And to have this opportunity to have these reps in fall camp, that's going to lead to when we have to play game one whenever that happens. So that's been very important. So it's been good to have him.
Has there been a receiver that maybe has stepped up as like your go-to or your favorite target, whether it was here last year or it's a new guy?
I say it's hard because one thing about our receiver room, they're all uniquely different. And so they all have unique traits that's going to be a key resource for us to go in the opposite. Go whenever the game one is. And so, we're finding that guy, but I can say I have in mind who going to be ready to go by the time when game one happens.
Thank you.